is about bottled water and the hazards to the environment. And I figured this would be the best way to start out. But if you only drink bottled water, are you sure you know all the facts about the bottled water? You're in for a big surprise. You spend the dollars, you pollute the earth, you destroy aquifers and other water bodies, all for bottled water. So my goal is to inform you guys about the damages of bottled water to the environment and give you a solution to having to buy the bottled water. Introduction. If you're like many families in the United States, you will go to the store, buy your groceries, and a lot of them will get cases of water, maybe even just a single bottle of water that they're leaving the checkout line. You might be on your way to a baseball game and you just grab a bottle of water. But there are consequences of that bottled water. There are 29 billion bottles of water bought annually in the United States. Of that 29 billion, that means there's 79,452,000 bottles of water bought each day. That's enough bottles of water to go around the earth 190 times. A lot. 1,500 bottles of water, or bottled water, ends up in the garbage every second. Only 87% of the bottled, or 87% of all bottled water goes into landfills. Only 13 is recycled. Of the 13% that's recycled, they get used for fleece clothing, decks, playgrounds, supplies. There's actually a lot of cool little uses that they use them for. Now, Americans drink more bottled water than any other country in the world. We spend enough money on bottled water in a year that we could actually get clean, potable water for every person in the world. We spend more money on water than we do on videos, movies, and iPods in 1 year. 17 million barrels of crude oil are used to transport and make the bottled water. For each bottle, you can imagine a quarter of this bottle full of oil is used to actually make this bottle. That's enough oil to run, some sources say 100,000 cars, some say 500,000 cars, but either way, that's enough fuel for those cars for an entire year to run, just for bottled water. And I know I'm probably skipping a lot of my stuff, but if you were to, in the process of making 29 billion bottles, an estimated 2,500,000 tons of carbon dioxide is sent into the atmosphere. That's a lot of pollution. And I'm skipping around, but I'm getting kind of worked up. That's enough. We spend enough money on bottled water that we complain about gas. But you pay more for your water than you do for gas. And you can actually get water for free out of the tap. You pay your monthly bill to the city to get your water. People complain about gas, but they should be complaining about the prices. They should be paying more for water. I think if people paid more for water, we would conserve it. But there's another important part of the bottled water, and that's the leaching of the bisphenol. I might be pronouncing it wrong, also known as BPA. Bottles that have number 7 have BPA. When a bottle gets warm, the BPA leaches into the water. A lot of people say, well, I don't leave my bottle in the car. I don't leave my bottles out, they don't get warm. It's not usually when you have the bottle that the BPA leaches into it. It's actually when the bottle is being transported. I actually worked for a beverage company. The trucks aren't cooled. They're very, very hot. It is in this process where a lot of the leaching happens. So, also, right now at Lane, we're trying to get this grant so we can put retrofit kits for all the water fountains in this school. What these will do is you will be able to you bring your water bottle to school, put them to the water fountains and actually fill them instead of having to bend over and drinking them. And if we can do this, our next step is to actually get water bottles banned from the campus. Might get a lot of complaints at first, but I think if we give them the numbers, like some of the ones that I'm giving you guys, that we could actually really make this work. A lot of other campuses across the country are doing this. Even airports are putting these retrofit kits into their water fountains. It's illegal to take bottled water onto the airplanes, but they're actually making it legal now. Once you get past the gates, you can go to these filling stations, fill your water bottles up, and leave, and take them on the plane. So, ironically, Las Vegas is one of the airports that won't allow it as of now, but they're one of the most driest places in the world. And I have pictures on my computer that I would like to show after I'm done, but I don't want to take up my speech time to do it. But I did bring in some alternate ways of having to buy bottled water. This is a water filter pitcher kit. I got this at Walmart for about $26. You can buy the filters for it. I haven't used it. I wanted it to be new when I got it. You can buy filters in packages of 3 or just one, but they're about $6. It is around $30-something for this whole kit and caboodle, but if you think about how many bottles of water you buy in a week, you might actually save money. That makes, you can use a filter like up to 40 gallons per filter. That's clean, fresh water. And then these, everyone's seen these, but these are BPA free. Hopefully by next year, the Lane will give you one of these with tuition. We won't raise the tuition, well, we're hoping that it won't, but maybe that they'll be able to put this in there and you can have this and fill it up. And that's about it. So if you have any questions.